tell me how you first became interested in Afrobeat and Fela Kuti's music, and when you became a member of Antibalas and all that. Give me that background.
Sure. My name is Jordan McLean, and for 10 years I've been a trumpeter with Antibalas. And I came to know about Fela's music in London. I was living in London for half a year, and I met a man named Keziah Jones on the street. Femi is Keziah Jones. He was going as Uncle Femi for this one gig that he hired me for the African Anarchists, which was a group of successful Nigerian artists living in London. So there were fashion designers, there were movie stars, there were musicians, and I was in the band, and that was my introduction to Fela's music. And almost as soon as I came back to New York, I met the Antibalas crew, and Afrobeat quickly became a large part of my musical diet.
And what is it about the music that sort of drew you to that? I mean, it's like, presumably if you hadn't run into them in their glockenspiel chorus, you wouldn't have been, what is that?
Sure. Well, as a trumpeter, of course I had so much experience playing stage and concert band music and jazz band music growing up as a music student. And hearing Fela's music connected so many things that I was interested in as far as classic American soul and funk music, as well as avant-garde music and big band jazz, and Fela's his approach to composition. So all of these things kind of I think coalesce in Fela's music, and so the first time I heard it, and especially the first time I had an opportunity to play it, I was just stunned by the simplicity. And the genius at the same time. I mean, it really is not an easy music to play or to understand, but it is simple. Its construction is simple, and because of that, he's able to layer so deeply. And so I get the same feeling from playing and listening to Fela's music as I do from Ornette Coleman or Duke Ellington or Gustav Mahler or John Cage. I mean, it all kind of just has this similar feeling behind the way it's built, and that just speaks to me as an artist.
And has this been your first time? Now we'll transition a little bit into talking about this production. Has this been your first time actually working at something that's not specifically concert oriented, but that's part of an actual stage production where you're going to be doing the same thing every night?
I've contributed music to the theater in the past. I've written music for Off Broadway, and in fact even been on stage as part of a built-in band built into the action of off Broadway shows. And of course I've provided music for movies for some years now. So I'm used to and of course also for dance and choreography. So I'm used to the interdisciplinary aspects of what's going on here, but it's definitely a childhood fantasy to get to work on a show of this stature.
And is it interesting taking this music that you're now so familiar with and sort of bringing it into this other realm? What has that been like for you?
It's been very interesting to watch Fela's music be deconstructed and rearranged. We are intimately familiar with the way that Fela's music works. So to try to every day come in and know that we're going to be recasting this work is it's an amazing challenge. It's very enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. What was I going to say? I had another thought based on that question. I should start over. This is where the blood sugar is coming in.
You're almost there.
Yeah, right. I'm drawing a blank now. But anyway, so do you want to ask that question again?
Sure.
Thanks.
It's just, you're so familiar with the music.
Right.
Obviously, you know the music inside out. Mm-hmm. What's it like to sort of, revisit it in this different arena, this different cast?
It's a lot of fun. It's a great challenge to have to approach this music that we know so well in one respect, as far as listening to it, dancing to it, performing it in concert, and then to know that we're going to be deconstructing it and resetting it and rearranging it is, it is more than anything, it's an immense amount of fun. And also then to be able to have the privilege to contribute my own compositional ideas and ideas about arranging, that is a whole nother dream come true.
And so you've basically been, and tell me a little bit about this, like what your role has been working with sort of vocal arrangements or working with dancers who aren't really singers, to sort of encourage them to, what has that process been like? How do you define your role there?
Well, my role in the show is the assistant to the musical director or associate musical director, which means I have the great fortune to get to work with unbelievably talented performers. And I think if someone has the essential talents necessary to dance at such a high level, that to be able to, given enough time, be able to then access their talents in other ways, vocally or dramatically, to work with that aspect of these artists is amazing. And otherwise, this work gets dropped on my lap, and I get to to take it home and think about it, and I get to be active all day, basically, because I'm the librarian, I'm copyist, I'm doing arrangements, I'm rehearsing with people, I'm playing trumpet, so my days are filled, which is a blessing.
And I was saying to AJ, I was shocked last year to walk in and see basically, like Antibalas as the band for the, how a part of me, and this never appears to be the case, would think this could get boring for you to come in day after day when, you're used to performing for a live audience, you're used to touring, but the energy always seems to be there with every quick stop, quick start. Is it the music that makes that possible? Why is this an exciting process?
I think the energy that we get to access, or that we have to access immediately, comes from the music. Absolutely. I mean, of course, there's a lot of sitting, there's a lot of waiting, but for me, as soon as I hear the drums or the guitars or some aspect of the music come in, and I know that it's time for me to hit this part, no matter how long we've been sitting around, I'm charged.
I'll make this the last question so you can go
Sure.
and come in. What about Fela, the production, is special? Why should people come and see the show?
What about this production is not special is, I think, more the question. For fans of Antibalas, it's going to be a chance to see people in the band that they might recognize and know through the years in exercising their talents in a whole different way. And for people who love Afrobeat, this is a must-see. For anyone who knows or cares anything about contemporary dance and theater, they're obviously going to have to come see Bill's work. So I just see this as an opportunity for so many cultural connections to be made. And more than anything, I think it's going to be a really exciting production.